Hello friend, welcome to the Legal Awareness Window Law Series, and this is the episode 4, and here we will discuss the Maharashtra constitutional crisis which have been luckily averted. What happened here and what is the background of this case we will discuss here in details, and your knowledge will be enriched obviously. First, let's see what is the background of this case. Background is that we know that Uddhav Thackeray took oath as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra on 28th November 2019. So, according to Article 164, we know that according to Article 164 subclause 4, if any person who is not a member of any house of the state legislature can become the minister or chief minister of the state, but provided he cannot continue more than 6 months. During this period, within the 6 months, he can remain maximum for 6 months he can remain the minister, but during this period he must be elected from any of the house to continue the post. So Uddhav Thackeray was neither a member of state legislative assembly nor legislative council. We know that Maharashtra is a bicameral legislature. That is, one is legislative assembly and other is legislative council. But he was not member of any house. So he was supposed to be get elected from the legislative assembly. Okay. But on 3rd April, Maharashtra and in Bihar, Election Commission of India deferred the election to the 9 seats of Legislative Council. Why? Due to the pandemic followed by Corona lockdown. Okay. So the Uddhav Thackeray's chances of getting elected from any of the house was dashed. So he cannot be elected any member. He cannot be elected from the neither from the legislative assembly nor from the legislative council. So there was only one route, and that route was nomination route. But before that, we should get some knowledge about this Article 164. This is not an unprecedented move where any person who is not a member of any house become a chief executive or head of the state. Because in the first case in 1996, I think 1996 or 1995, I just forget it, but you know that H.D. Devagowda, when he became the Prime Minister of India, he was not a member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, but later he became one of the member of the house. So he became the Prime Minister. So there is no harm if any person is not a member of any house is appointed as the chief minister or prime minister. In the case of chief minister, we have a precedent of Sushil Kumar Shinde. You know, Sushil Kumar Shinde was a ex chief minister of Maharashtra. He was also once not a member of any house of the legislature, and he was administer oath of secrecy to the post of chief minister. So we have the precedent of Sushil Kumar Shinde and H.D. Devagowda becoming the head of the government. Okay, so there is nothing unprecedented. Now the question comes that Maharashtra, if Uddhav Thackeray cannot get elected from legislative council, so there was only one route available for Uddhav Thackeray to become a member of the state legislature. That route was nomination route. He need to be nominated from the governor quota. So there was two vacancy in the governor quota, and he was supposed to be nominated by the governor. So under the deputy chief minister, Maharashtra cabinet recommended to the governor that chief minister or Uddhav Thackeray should be nominated under governor's quota to the under Article 175, because under Article 175, governor can nominate persons having a special knowledge or practical experience in respect of literature, science, art, cooperative movement and social services. Now the question arises whether Uddhav Thackeray falls under this category, science, art, cooperative or social services. So you should remember that there is a here judgment in one of the judgment of Supreme Court in which politics, even politics is also considered as a social service. So there was no harm for Uddhav Thackeray, and he is also a well-known photographer. So he can also comes under the art category also. So there was no harm for Uddhav Thackeray to get elected in the Legislative Council, but governor deliberately did not recommended his name. So what is the provision regarding governor and council of ministers? Under Article 163, council of ministers is to aid and advise the governor, and there shall be a council of ministers under the chief minister to aid and advise the governor. Now the question comes whether governor can exercise his discretionary power, because under the same article, governors has also been given a discretionary power that he can use his intellect and apply it for the welfare of the state. But we have a precedent of a legal judgment, that is under the Biman Chandra Bose versus Dr. X.C. Mukherjee 1952. Here, the Calcutta High Court had said that governor cannot use his discretion in nominating members to the council. So it is very clear that governor is bound by the aid and advice of the chief minister. But again, some people say that governor is only bound in the executive matter and nomination is a legislative matter. So governor is not bound by the aid and advice of the governor. But here in this judgment it is very clear that governor cannot use his discretionary power in nominating member to the legislative council. Okay. Another, one more cases is there any precedent where a person who has been nominated to become a chief minister? Yes, we have C. Rajagopalachari. He was nominated and he became the chief minister through the nomination. So remember this name, C. Rajagopalachari became the chief minister through nomination route. So again this was not illegal move by the Uddhav Thackeray. But again some opponents say that we know that if any vacancy arises anywhere, then that vacancy must be fulfilled within the 6 months. Okay, it must be fulfilled within the 6 months of the occurrence of the date of vacancy, and it is mentioned in the article section 151A of the Representation of the People Act 1951. But there is some condition, there are some condition here, and what are those conditions? The condition is that we know that within 6 months vacancy should be fulfilled. But again let me remind you that tenure of a member of legislative council is 6 years. Tenure of a member of legislative council is 6 years. So under section 151 it is said that if the vacancy arises and if the person has already completed 505 years, 505 years, I am saying wrong. If a person has completed 5.5 years of his term, so the remaining period is only 6 years. So here it is a riders that remainder of the term of a member in relation to vacancy is less than 1 year. अगर ये 1 साल से कम है, जैसे हम लोग जानते हैं कि किसी भी MLC का टेन्योर होता है 6 साल, लेकिन उसने अपना सारे 5 साल का टेन्योर उन्होंने ख़त्म कर लिया है। तो अब उनका टेन्योर सिर्फ बचा 6 महीना, यानी कि 1 साल से कम है। तो अगर ऐसा कोई भी व्यक्ति या कोई भी सीट जहाँ पे वैकेंसी रिमाइंडर पीरियड 1 साल से कम है तो वहाँ पे इलेक्शन नहीं होगा। समझ में आई बात आपको मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? कि एक पर्सन है, एक सीट पे उसका पूरा पीरियड है 6 साल का है, लेकिन वो सारे 5 साल में उसका डेथ हो जाता है या रेजिग्नेशन हो जाता है, तो उसका टेन्योर कितना बचा? बाकी था उसका सिर्फ 6 महीना का टेन्योर था। ओके, सारे 5 साल ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट है, 6 महीना का टेन्योर बचा है। सेक्शन 151 में बोला गया है आरपीआई में कि अगर किसी का टेन्योर 1 साल से कम बचा हुआ है तो वहाँ पे बाई इलेक्शन नहीं होगा, बाई पोल नहीं होगा। और इसमें और एक बात है कि अगर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट सर्टिफाई कर दे कि इट इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट टू होल्ड द बाई इलेक्शन विद इन द सेड पीरियड तो इलेक्शन नहीं होगा। एंड तो उद्धव ठाकरे को जिस सीट से नॉमिनेट करना था वहाँ पे क्या था, बात थी कि वहाँ पे उनका टेन्योर जून में शेष हो रहा था, यानी कि जिस मेंबर का जो सीट खाली था उनका टेन्योर जून में खत्म हो रहा था। तो इसी लोग कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि गवर्नर कैन नॉट नॉमिनेट बिकॉज ये टेन्योर जून में ख़त्म होने वाला था, यानी कि 1 साल से कम पीरियड था, तो ये वाला उसमें प्रोविज़न आ रहा था। बट you should remember very carefully this provision is only for bypoll. Bypoll, that means election. But Uddhav Thackeray was seeking nomination. So there is no bar in nomination and this rule does not apply in the case of nomination. So this is the case of the governor. But fortunately, after that, Uddhav Thackeray talked with Prime Minister, and after that, the Election Commission decided that they will hold election on 21st May. So now what happened that, and they will declare the result before 26th May, and the deadline for Uddhav Thackeray is 27th May. So it is supposed that Uddhav Thackeray will be re-elected. Uddhav Thackeray will be easily elected from any of the constituency of Legislative Council, and he will continue to remain the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. So this was the crisis which have been luckily averted due to the timely intervention of political leadership at the top and Election Commission of India. Otherwise, during this pandemic, there would be a crisis. Now let's understand what is Legislative Council. We know that there are some state have bicameral, and upper house is called Legislative Council, and Legislative Council has been dealt in the article 169 of the Constitution. And who can create and who can abolish the Legislative Council? It is only Parliament. Remember, Parliament can create or legislate through simple majority. If a state legislature of that state pass a resolution with a special majority for its creation or abolition. Right now, only 6 states, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, UP, Maharashtra, Bihar, Karnataka, have Legislative Council. Okay, what is the shortcut to remember? The shortcut is Kumbat. Karnataka, UP, Maharashtra, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. This is the shortcut you should remember. You will never forget how many states have Legislative Council. What is the strength of Legislative Council? Strength of the Legislative Council, maximum strength is the 1/3 of the strength of State Legislative Assembly, and minimum strength is the 40 of the minimum strength is the 40 members. Okay, so these are the some of the, you can see what was the crisis and it has been luckily averted. Thank you so much for watching the video, and in the future I will bring more such legal awareness video.